Constitution of the United States set up the foundation for democracy in our country. It is a document by which we base our entire government upon. The Constitution is the most influential and essential document to our nation. It is the most important document written throughout America's history. Even though this document was ratified in 1788, amendments make it applicable to modern society. Today, our government tends to abide by the 27 amendments rather than the original Constitution when it comes to individual rights. Some would argue the Constitution is no longer relevant because of this, in addition to the many changes made throughout history. However, they fail to see how little of it has actually been changed and how large of an impact it continues to make on our country. One who refutes the relevance of the U.S. Constitution would argue all the changes made throughout history does not make it relevant today. These people do not acknowledge the fundamental basis of our Constitution. The 7 articles of the Constitution set up the 3 main parts of our government: the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch. They also separate the powers of the federal government and the state government. It is true that much of the Constitution has been changed to suit modern society, but that is because in 1788, when the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution, they could not possibly anticipate the changes that would occur within our country. For this reason, they came up with the Elastic Clause. In Article 1, Section 8, Congress is granted the power to pass all laws necessary and proper for carrying out the enumerated list of powers. The Elastic Clause allows Congress the power to make changes based on a rapidly changing society. Even with the changes made to the Constitution, it continues to set up the basis of each branch of government and federal versus state government. No drastic changes to our government have been made because of the amendment process. We are still a democratic republic. The 27 amendments are a major part of the Constitution. They are more suited for the U.S. to abide by at the current time. They decide the ruling to a particular subject not specified in the original Constitution. For example, the 26th Amendment was passed allowing U.S. citizens 18 years or older the right to vote. Without this amendment, or any other amendment regarding voting like the 15th, 19th, and 24th, there would be strict restrictions on who could vote. These amendments were added to suit a changing society. It is essential for the Constitution to have amendments because with all the rapidly evolving technology in society, old principles need to be readdressed to suit the changes. This does not mean the basic principles of the Constitution are being changed. The Constitution specifically states the process of adding amendments in Article 5, meaning our Founding Fathers anticipated this. It is not as if the people in office make up amendments they feel are appropriate. The amendment needs the approval by a 2/3 vote in each House of Congress and a 3/4 vote by the state. Amendments are as much a part of the Constitution as the original. The Constitution is meant to be changed within a changing country. The Constitution is still relevant because it sets up our democratic republic country. Our government still refers to the Constitution in its core values. It continues to provide us with the fundamentals to our government and will continue to do so no matter how much the country changes.